Peace and love to the family. I just want to give you guys a quick update on Eligio Bishop, aka Natureboy's most recent court date, which was today. It was unbeknown to me that he had a bond hearing today for his criminal attempt to commit a felony charge stemming from his March 10th arrest at the DeKalb County Courthouse, or the DeKalb County Jail. That is where the offense was committed today. I learned the details of that offense, and since I cannot play the video and most likely not the audio, I don't want to risk it because they do not allow you to record court proceedings in DeKalb County, Georgia. I think without either asking the judge, and it's difficult to do in these type of bond hearing cases. So I'm going to kind of sum it up for you guys. This charge was criminal intent to commit a felony, arrest date of 3/10/2023. I believe he had a court date in April of 2023 where he was initially denied bond. I think this was the maybe the first request, the second request for a bond hearing. He did get bond today for this particular offense. The judge gave him a $15,000 bond, house arrest. He cannot have contact with his co-conspirators, and you guys will be probably not too surprised to learn who his co-conspirators are. I am still researching details of this particular case and reaching out to sources for more information, which I will share with you guys as soon as I receive those updates. For now, I'm going to give you a little short synopsis of how the bond hearing went this morning and what the details of the criminal intent to commit a felony charge, what those details are. The DA begins to explain what the charges are for Mr. Eligio Bishop. The incident date is March 11th, 2023. Happened at the DeKalb County Jail. The facts as they know them are that the defendant was caught attempting to have contraband delivered to his cell at the DeKalb County Jail 2 weeks prior to this event. His cell was searched and a large amount of contraband was confiscated. Officers subsequently began monitoring his phone calls in the weeks leading up to March 11th. He received calls from his 3 wives. All 3 women would be on the call at the same time, and he would be directing them during those calls. He gave them detailed instructions on how to load contraband onto a drone. He instructed them on how much to put into the drone, how much it could carry. He told them to make sure it was the same color as the outside of the jail and to make sure the contraband was packaged in that same color as well. On March 11th, officers observed a drone approaching the window of his pod at the jail. They observed a broomstick emerge from his window. The string holding the contraband broke. The contraband fell to the ground. It was recovered by officers. The sheriff's office had been observing him, and he was found to have contraband in his cell, which included a cell phone. During those calls, he was instructing the wives to purchase drones, to purchase the contraband. He was giving them all of these detailed instructions, including the weight and how much it could carry. And the DA requested no bond. Eligio's lawyer then begins to state her case and why he should be given a bond. Her name is Dornisha Davis, Esquire. She goes on to talk about his barbershop, his family history, the fact that he is married, there with a divorce currently pending. The ages of his children are expressed. She said that he's a supportive father and he's involved in his kids' lives. She speaks of him having no prior felony convictions, but does discuss the battery charge from 10 years ago. He would have definitely had a felony charge had he not gotten off 10 years ago. His attorney states that the state communicate its willingness to, she discusses that there could be a plea in this particular case and or including his original case, which he has a bond hearing for tomorrow, which we will be tracking and giving you updates as well. Preliminary hearing for this case is scheduled for May 30th at 9 a.m. They stated that his safety has been compromised in the jail on several occasions. Said that there was an incident of extortion. He was violently attacked and stabbed through the hand. Said he was forced into general population, even though there's a notation in the jail system that he should be in protective custody, kept separate from the other inmates. He himself requested protective custody to prevent himself from being extorted by the other inmates. They asked for a total bond of $5,000, a surety bond on the charge. They said that he has employment lined up once he's released with Smith Solutions, MJC LLC, as a landscaping assistant. However, the court were to impose a curfew, he would abide by it. And the defense rested her. The court set the bond at $15,000. He's to report to pretrial services within 48 hours. Have no drugs on his person. Other conditions from the state: house arrest with an ankle monitor, no contact with his co-conspirators, his 3 wives. I think that will be difficult to uphold. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and I will have some updates for you tomorrow once that next bond hearing is complete. So fingers crossed. I'm not sure how that's going to go. I've been told a couple of different things. One being that he is most likely going to get a bond. The major catalyst will be what that amount might be. And the second thing I've heard is that he could also still potentially be denied bond. So also remains to be seen. I'll be checking back in with you all tomorrow. Peace and love until then.